Okay, so here is our first snowfall of the year. We're getting about 2 inches today, so let me show you. Turn around and you can see up through here. So we're getting we're getting about 2 inches, and my dogs are out here running around right now. Where are they at? There's one. There she is. There's the second one. Here comes the third one. She's kind of a loud mouth, so. All right, let's go in the garage. I got the garage heater on, so that should be heating up pretty good. And let's get that Springer front end put back together. Okay, so we're in the garage, and we're kind of set up to put together this Springer front end. So you can see I've got some of the parts here. I did get rid of all the arcade machines over there, so I got more space over there. We've got the service manual up on the big screen here, and I'm going to put the parts list up here in a minute so we can get a look at that. Okay, so on the right side over here, you can see that's the Springer part of the front end, and over here is the rigid fork. So we're going to be putting the spring seats in, the spring rod, and the lower inner compression spring. We're going to do that first, and then we have to torque those acorn nuts up on the bottom to 20 to 25 foot-pounds. So we'll get going on that. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is take the spring seats. So these spring seats go right on this side, like this. And it doesn't really matter. They're both the same on both sides. Then we take one of the lower inner compression springs. That goes up like that. Take this off. Now this we have to kind of, I always thought I was going to put it in something to do it, but if you stand this up, let me see if I can tilt this camera up a little bit. If you tilt this up and push this down, you can get this started, which is really all you need to start. And then we'll do the next one. And we've got another compression spring. So all these, there's actually 4 compression springs. These are the 2 that go on the very top of the front end. And of course, this thing is going to slide down over the outer, the outer spring is going to slide down. So we'll put this back up again. And press this down. And just get this nut started a little bit. Okay. Okay, so the book calls for 20 to 25 foot-pounds. I like to kind of go in the middle, so I'm going to do 23. And now they tell you to, where did I do with it? So if you look, get this up. So if you look in here, there's a hole right here. And you're supposed to get a screwdriver in here to hold this so you can tighten that down. So you put something in there like that just to hold it. And then we'll torque this down. Okay, so we got those both in on the Springer fork. So we just want to make sure that they look like they're pretty even. They should be even actually anyway because of the torque that was on there. Okay. All right, so let's bring the we'll bring the rigid fork over here. Okay, so we look at the rigid fork side. We have another outer compression spring that's got to go up, that goes over the springs on the Springer side. And then we have what do we have here? Some travel bumpers, top and bottom. Then we have the rebrun spring, which is at the top, the spring restraint, which is way at the top, and then we cap that off with acorn nut washer and the spring bridge. So I'm going to put a towel over this because I got to tie the bottoms of this into the bottom of the Springer, so when we we put that tool up. What is it? So when we put this tool in, we can compress the spring to get it all set. Okay, so the first thing we've got to do is we've got to put this spring over here like that, and then this spring over here like that. And then we got to take these off. That. Then we have these small bumpers that go over this like that. The other small one. So there's two sides of bumpers. So then we put this up here like that. I better move these down. All right, so then we take these bumpers here and we do it with this little pin down in that goes like that. Same thing with this side. This side goes in like that. All right, so we're gonna have to tie these up again because I've got to tie this in over here. Go get the other bolt. So we'll tie those down, and we can compress this. Because we've got to bring this part up to here. So let me get a wrench to compress that. So just like when we took this off, we've got to compress this down. And you can see this part is moving up. And when I get to the point down here where I can put this bolt in, I'll put it in and take those off. Okay, so we're almost. Actually, I had to take this apart because these bumpers were on wrong. They need to be seated in there the way they're supposed to be. Like that. I don't think I'm ready for these yet. Let's see if we can move this. That one. Got that one. I don't think we're there yet. All right, so we want, and then we got the, what's this spring called? The rebound spring. We got that goes over it. Where's the, oh, so that's gonna go way down. All right. So we're not close there yet. Uh-oh, shit. It's a little scary when these things start sliding and you think this thing's gonna fly up on you. All right, let's see if we can get these in there now. get that in. Okay, so you're supposed to have 16 and 19 millimeters of thread exposed. So if you come out 10 threads is basically 19 millimeters. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna leave that like that because they both want to be even. This, which the curved part of this goes out so you can read that. So that goes on like that. That goes on like that. So we got that on there. And is there any torque? All right, so we got 33 foot-pounds. All right, so we can take this off. We are done. I've got to make an adjustment on one thing. Yeah, I would not trust these reusable ones. Both of these started slipping, so I'm lucky I caught it in time. It was going slow to put the bolts back in there, but that has to be torqued down. Still got to do some cleanup on this spring. Okay, so this is done. It's not as intimidating as I thought it was going to be. It's actually pretty easy to put this back together. If you've got the manual and the parts manual, it goes together pretty easy. You just got to make sure that you get these even and you get the torque right on this because you want both sides to be even or it's going to throw the steering off on this. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll get this back on the bike. In the next video, we'll put the new bearings and dust shield on this and get this installed on the bike. And hopefully within the next couple of weeks, we'll get everything going and get that bike started. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.